Sanders here with Johnstown's finest. And today, we're not in Johnstown's, Toto. We are here just a wee bit out of Johnstown at Blue Goose Farms, and we're here talking to Scott. How you doing, Scott?
Good.
Super excited to be here, and I want to talk CSAs. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
This is where we start everything. This is the greenhouse. All the transplants get started in here. We grow many thousands of transplants, from onions, the tomatoes, peppers. We even do beets and transplants, chard kale, all the cole crops, cabbage, broccoli, kohlrabi, and we do a whole lot of lettuce.
Got here.
This we're planting lettuce, and we only buy lettuce seed that is pelleted, which is like a inert clay that goes around. Lettuce seed is it's like long and angular. Well, here we can guarantee we get one seed into a cell. Irrigation. We use all the irrigation with drip tape, so everything is watered through the drip hoses, and we put the landscape fabric down, and we burn holes only big enough to transplant into. You keep the weeds down.
Yep.
And also you keep most of the dirt down.
Yes.
And so then whenever we're going to cut the lettuce, we have bok choy in between lettuce back there. That's probably a week away from harvesting. We just planted this last week. We're going to plant again probably tomorrow. We plant lettuce almost every week probably till last week of September, in September sometime, and then days start getting too cold.
So right now we're growing seasonal crops because it's cool weather. So
yeah.
In the CSA boxes, they're getting the seasonal cool crop weather boxes, and then later there'll be the tomatoes and the peppers and
yes.
Also. Okay, very interesting. Now back here is where you have a bunch of onions going.
Yes.
Yes.
Green onions planted outside, and then you can see what a difference. We have green onions that we actually put in the high tunnels. The reason why we have high tunnels, it adds at least one zone, maybe two, of growth. These onions here, we actually just took the big ones out just yesterday. So they are 3 times the size of the ones that were planted outside, just because they're in the high tunnel here. And we also use a whole lot of row cover. That's it's kind of like it's a white fabric that lets the sun in, but each row cover adds about 2 or 3 degrees, and we use it mostly for frost protection. We do a lot of lettuce, and I know whenever you hear farmers like Pittsburgh or some other warmer places that it just gets too hot in the summer and it gets bitter, where if it's 95 in Pittsburgh, it's 85 here.
Yes.
So it helps us with our cole crops in summer that
yes.
It doesn't get, it rarely gets to 100.
Okay.
Outside we do the exact same system. We do everything in 100-foot rows. Landscape fabric, it's a little on kilter there because we had so much rain last week, and then it washed down over and made kind of a mess. But we have 3-foot beds in the high tunnel, 6-foot beds outside, but we only plant on 5 feet of it. And the same exact thing. Put landscape fabric down, drip hoses, burn the holes in, plant the lettuce. As you can see, this was just planted, and it doesn't look like much now, but come back in 3 weeks and it'll be so full that 3-4 weeks you won't even see the black under, because it'll be completely covered. We're growing peas here. We did it a little bit different this year. Last year we had wonderful peas, and then we had a huge rainstorm that flattened them all. This year we're growing them 2 rows close, and we're actually going to tie them up and try to keep them off the ground. Hopefully we'll get peas much longer. This arugula here was just harvested yesterday. This one's bed over here, we're going to harvest off of next week. We have behind us stuff that was just poking through the ground, and we actually have to start planting tomorrow for 4 weeks from now. So it takes about 4 weeks. It's a very fast growing crop.
Yes, that's a wonderful thing.
We run a CSA program for 16 weeks, and we start the beginning of June and it ends mid-September. You get a box every week, or we do have a version you get in every other week, and it'd be an 8-week season. So you get the same box just every other week. We do that for 16 weeks starting in June, and you can see our website for all that. We also do a market on Friday and Saturday, but that's only in the summertime, in Friday evening, Saturday morning, and it's mostly just what we didn't put in the CSA box. We always have extra of onions or lettuce or
so
anything.
your overages from the
Yes.
CSA go to market.
A bunch of different locations that you can pick up. Evansburg, Carrolltown, Johnstown, Westmont, Richland. I enjoy growing and selling produce to the end user. I didn't enjoy farming that if you would sell 100 tons of corn or beans or what. Here we sell onions, potatoes, tomatoes to the person that's going to use it, and then you see them the very next week and the week after, and it's much
More
it's much more
satisfying.
enjoyable,
Yes.
than to sell to a huge company. And here we see the people that are using our end product.
Yes,
So,
it's a beautiful thing. You're kind of creating relationships with your
Yes.
customers,
yes.
and they come back with great positive feedback, and you know that you're nourishing their bodies and creating relationships, and I think that is so beautiful. And I want to say a big fat thank you from my heart to yours, Scott. I really appreciate you letting us come into your business and sharing it with our community.
Thank you.
It's been well, folks, this has been a great time, and until I see you again, Johnstown, stay friendly. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.